Yeah, this is what I do pretty much all day long. I write. Or at least I type. I'm Chuck. I'm a writer. I write a newspaper column. I write a blog. I've written some books. I write other stuff. And even though I write about politics and current events and sometimes the weather, mostly what I write about is me. Because you're supposed to write what you know. And that's all I know. It's not like my life was ever that interesting to begin with. I mean, I had a happy childhood. I was even a pretty happy teenager. And sure, I tried a few different things, experimented with ideas.
So, here's my impression of Clint Eastwood having to pay 85 cents for a gallon of gas. I know what you're thinking, punk. Did he pump 5 gallons or only 4?
And I'm sure I sowed a few wild oats in my day. But then I met a woman and fell in love and got married, and life looked to be pretty normal.
So, a funny thing happened on the way to my career as a writer. It turned out I had nothing to write about, which is usually a problem. But I'll tell you my secret. It turns out I live with pretty interesting people.
I know. How simple is that? I have a family. I have all this material. I mean, there's my wife, Julie Kay, who is a singer, and she's also a college professor. Wow, she can make her arm disappear. And also a preacher. And then there's my daughter, Beth, who was rude enough to grow up. She's always been a musician just like her mother. And now she lives in Texas, where she's a singer and a music teacher. And 2 summers ago, she married another singer, Cameron, who's a great guy. And then there's my son, John. John is autistic, which keeps us on our toes. Life with John is always interesting, but he's a great guy. I write about all of this, then. This is the world according to me, a perfectly ordinary man who is surrounded by the mysteries and magic of people who walk through my life. And I've read about all of it, about a musician turned minister, a red-haired little girl with a will of iron, an inside-out boy, a dying father's legacy, a prophecy of the future found hiding in a picture from the past. I've written about adventures in dentistry, gaining weight, losing weight, dealing with an aging dog and a lawn that fights back, school buses that don't stop here anymore, puppets made out of sponges, and Randy Johnson's perfect game. All of these stories are in my book, The World According to Chuck, a collection of columns which you can buy at Amazon.com and other fine bookstores, although don't ask me which ones. You can also find all information about that book and others at my website, chucksigars.com. Look, I don't have any answers. Just questions. And some stories. Mostly about the people I love. And this book isn't going to change your life. It just might change your mind about what's really important at the end of the day. But hey, what do I know? I just write this stuff.